Now, welcome everyone to another Roulette Rivals 16 match between Joats and LookitsME. That's a round 5 match of the Swiss stage. Both players are currently on, let me quickly check, 1 win, 3 losses if I read the stats correctly. Joats has the spin link up on the stream, and LookitsME was still looking up stuff on the internet. They are in game now. I hope Joats removes the his spin link from the from the stream, as it is at least a little bit obstructing. So maybe if Reaper can, our lovely match admin today, can send a quick message to Joats' way, because it's gonna be hard verifying verifying his playing with that. But the spin is here. It is going to be Tyson Williams SMG as the chef, Stephen Bradley Falling Object as the waiter, Lidmilla Troban Cleaver as Snow Constructor, Tyson and Lidmilla both with no target pacifications. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, 1 second. I have to mute LookitsME stream. Sorry. But it is a bit well, distracting to cast over somebody else talking. But yeah, I don't know where Joats started. I don't know what Joats planned. I know he's on the loading screen. That much I can tell you. I can very much tell you the spin. Even twice on game now. Well, he started Mansion, Villa Guard, no, Villa Staff, I think it's called. Has a Seeker. His entry is paused. Maybe he's currently removing the overlay, or maybe not. Nope, or he's checking something else. LookitsME started as the waiter, and is might be grabbing a chef, which does make a lot of sense. And there's a cleaver around here as well. So this is actually gathering a lot of things for LookitsME. Oh, LookitsME's prompts are huge. I don't think I've ever seen that in the past. Oh, and Joats has now removed the overlay. Very nicely done. So we can finally see what he is planning. Let's see, LookitsME started Villa. I think that is, oh god, I can't. I love that the chef and the waiter at the bottom of your screens are looking exactly the same, at least to me. I can't really tell a difference. And LookitsME's stream seems frozen. Not sure if that is. Okay, it is not the stream necessarily that's frozen, as we still had audio just fine. It's just the video that's frozen for LookitsME.
There he is. Okay.
It seems like LookitsME is still playing the spin, but we can't see it right now. We can don't want to listen to LookitsME throughout the entire game, but it is the best option that we have right now for knowing what's going on his end of the spin. Because they seem to be going towards Steven first, judging by their commentary. both players now commentating over their spin. Why am I even still here, you know? Just have both of the players unmuted and have them cast the match, right? This spin is giving both of them lots of troubles, though. Joats is... and LookitsME stream just snapped back. Alright. Joats is now finally loaded in. 5 minutes almost. Oh, I think LookitsME is looking for falling objects to drop on Steven. Okay, I'm gonna mute the overlay now. I can't do this anymore right now, at least for now. LookitsME is looking for falling objects on Steven. I don't think this is one. To be precise, or at least they looked at that fan a little bit in a way where I would imagine that they want to what is happening on LookitsME's side? We just had a quick be right back showing, and now they are gone. And we are indeed back. I just realized I still got a 30-second stream delay set into my OBS, I think. I'm gonna get rid of that in the first break between maps. I am sorry about that. There is no way for me to get rid of it quickly right now without having to restart the stream, sadly. So yes, my stream is sadly 30 seconds delayed for you guys in Twitch chat, but I will turn it off in the first break. Let's see. LookitsME might be attempting, or is looking for some sort of Steven falling object, is running into his guard so he doesn't follow, is now going onto Steven's private island, where the waiter is apparently allowed, if that is the waiter. I can't actually distinguish both disguises right now, especially since, as I've said before, the pictures on the bottom just look absolutely identical. A white shirt and like no head wear whatsoever. But I'm sure both of them are in the correct disguise for the thing they are respectively doing. Joats is entering the villa of Tyson Williams. Well, LookitsME has just shot this falling object, but Steven sadly is nowhere near it. Now he's under it, but it's already dropped, sadly. Waiter, because it's not trespassing on Steven's private island. Chef would be, apparently, according to Twitch chat 30 seconds ago. Joats sadly just got an unconscious witness while trying to clear out the jacuzzi room. That is going to be a restart for them. LookitsME is racing Steven around the island. And it's just checking for falling objects. There is, well, I guess there are two great falling object options for Steven. One of them is on the main island, or both of them are technically. Of course, one is with server lure. As well, when you get to server lure, or when you do the server lure, Steven will go into the basement, and there are several speakers that you can drop onto him. And well, the other option is getting... Not getting connection issues from the stream now on LookitsME's end, hopefully. We are checking the network, it seems. The other option is there is a coconut... there we are. A coconut tree on the way where Steven walks to his island. You need to distract him a little bit. Chain lure him over there, but that is quite unseen. And well, an option for sure. LookitsME is looking hard on all these, for all these falling object options. There are well, there are, all of them are mapped on hit maps, I believe. Of course, you have to kind of like look for them. I'm not sure what they are categorized as exactly. It's not, because there's like different interactions that are classified or like categorized on hit maps. I believe it is they are marked as sabotages. So there would be a way of looking them up. But of course, you'd kind of have to know where the target walks and when to like check the area for all of those. And LookitsME's stream has some troubles again. And refresh it, although I believe it is the same issue we've seen before, where he is still playing. It's just his stream that's delayed. Or the video that's delayed.
God damn it.
Does surely sound like they're still playing. Oh, there they are. And they have restarted. In fact, I believe this is the first restart actually that LookitsME has done. Joats is back in the mansion. I believe they do have their chef disguise around here somewhere. I believe they did the same thing from their start in as the waiter in the restaurant area as LookitsME is basically doing, except that's another restart from them right now, where they are well, getting a chef, actually equipping the chef and getting it over here. Now they are clearing out the bathroom, the jacuzzi, and well, they have free access to here now as long as they can get their chef disguise here, which I assume they have somewhere downstairs, and repair the jacuzzi with a screwdriver that the NPC should have had in his inventory, if I'm not entirely mistaken. And there is a screwdriver somewhere around here. I'm fairly certain. Just don't know exactly where it is. Maybe Joats wants to get this guy's first as well, as there is someone KO'd in those bushes right there. That might very well be. He left his chef disguise, and has bullet impact noticed, and cameras taken care of. They are exiting the mansion again. They might want to do this kill later, and well, work on the others first. Tyson a bit on a hook now. You can just repair the jacuzzi at any point, I believe, and Tyson will go to it, or will route towards it. Or they are just grabbing a screwdriver. Is that one? Oh, that's a hammer and a wrench, I believe. It's in this room. That is a resort staff and a waiter, though. I did believe Joats started as a waiter, so not necessarily needed to get that disguise there. Resource staff seen by the little hat he's wearing. And he does have a screwdriver. Maybe that's actually what Joats was going for, and he's now gonna go back, or not. We have a network error on. Oh, I accidentally refreshed the entire overlay. Meant to click interact. Haven't though. Now of course you will be getting best ad breaks for Joats. I do apologize. But LookitsME seems to have more troubles with his stream. Right, we're back on Joats' end, running towards pool area. I am unsure if this is an issue on my end or LookitsME's end, but LookitsME is offline now. Let's hope they do come back online fairly quickly. And just like that, half of the map time is already done. We are 15 minutes into Haven. Another 15 minutes, and this map will end in a draw. Joats being around here in this disguise is bad because now he's just got caught trespassing, needs a restart. And but also they were wearing the resort staff disguise and looked like they were looking on a kill opportunity for Steven, but Steven needs to be killed with the waiter disguise. I hope they are aware of that. Well, LookitsME is having tech issues right now. As Joats is replanning and puzzled how to do this spin. Ooh, LookitsME is back online. PlayStation Remote Play is that apparently. I have never seen that in my life. We'll see. This spin is giving them a lot more troubles than I would have initially thought. I mean, to be fair, at this point, I would have probably played it super slow. And, yeah. Ooh, they are back. Please connect your wireless controller. Like, at some point, you can just... They are repositioning the window on the stream. That is not me doing. If I think about how I would approach this spin, seeing as both players are kind of struggling with it, probably the waiter start is the way to go. Judging as there is no real benefit of starting in the mansion, as you can't KO Tyson. You could get the SMG from the bodyguard of Tyson. So probably starting waiter, grabbing chef immediately, trying to gun for Tyson first is an option, a valid one. I'm currently thinking what about loadout for this. I do definitely need some form of, or I would use some form of emetic for Ludmilla. Steven doesn't necessarily need an emetic, so I could get away with a durian. Has one loadout slot. They silence SMG in the gun slot, and then I still have one free for probably at this point a blue egg to get snorkel instructor easily, or more easily. And yeah, this is certainly a tricky spin though. And probably the most optimal way is probably the one that feels the least optimal, which is just waiting for the individual targets at their locations and then just getting them there. Pool start because Snorkel Bushler is easy at start. That is fair. Snorkel Instructor is also an annoying disguise to grab for sure. I know there is some roulette resources on it. I don't have it memorized. Should maybe do that for my match on Monday, as where I'm playing Haven as well there. But yeah, LookitsME and Joats both in LookitsME looking for a falling object opportunity, apparently. Not quite sure what they are looking at. But this is... I don't think it's this precisely. But there is... Oh no, this is the falling object that you can get Steven to fairly easily. With a bit of... I mean, coin trailing is an option. Or chain luring is an option. Meanwhile, Joats has gotten the Snorkel Instructor. Good disguise to grab. Fast Tyson always key in Haven. That is as an option for Fast Tyson for sure, but I'm not sure if it's worth it in this spin. There's no real benefit. You can't get him straight in the cinema at the start anyways. And, well, at that point you gotta get him somewhere else. And I think if you can't get him fast cinema anyways, there's no real benefit there. Here comes Steven for LookitsME. He's sadly not walking under the falling object himself just like that. And LookitsME is following him onto his private island. His guard still with him. And he is trespassing around there. Same as Joats, who's always also on Steven's private island in a mansion staff. Or resort staff. Disguise again. Fast Tyson from Waiter Start is certainly an option in this spin. Ooh, and a restart from LookitsME. Not what they wanted. Fast Tyson from Waiter Start is certainly an option, but I'm not sure if it feels like you're gonna take either you're gonna have to play super risky, or you're gonna have to, well, have long waits. Or take a long time with it, which might ruin the timings for other targets. Let's see. Jones has also now found... No, wait. This is on Steven's private island, but he is... I'm not the stupid one here, right? This is not the correct disguise, I believe, that he is wearing. Sadly, we're not allowed to tell him just yet. He does need to... sadly do the incorrect kill and then figures it out himself, but he gets crime noticed anyways. Knocking out this guard. I believe using a loud shotgun that is gonna kill Steven. Joats has at least figured a way out to kill Steven, but I think has given up on the map. 6 minutes 44 left on the spin is fair. You just give that up right there, I believe. So yeah, Joats will not attempt another try. There is a waiter on the island. Oh, right, that is true. Don't need to go there as the waiter. Can get one on there. It's me wondering how they were trespassing on the island. Let's see, they are still in. I doubt they can pull off this spin in 5 minutes 50 seconds, but they have every right to attempt so. So they will receive another 5 minutes of attempt, or well, until they give up. And yeah, but at the current point in time, it very much looks like it is gonna be a 1-1 tie coming out of Haven, which was Joats' map pick. They picked Haven banned Dartmoor for it, so we will not see that map. LookitsME picked Miami banned Colorado, and we will see up to 3 more random maps afterwards. If this ends in a tie, we will see at least 2 more random maps after this, or after Miami then, because either play needs either 6 or more points to win, or we end at a 5-5 tie. If this ends up being a tie, the most one player could get to is 5 points in 3 maps, but that won't be enough to win it outright. So we will see at least 2 random maps if this ends up being a tie. LookitsME's figured out they're no longer trespassing on the island now. And, well, they might just be waiting on Steven. Joats is actually returning to the island of wonderful island of Haven in the Maldives. Or not. They are thinking about it. Should we go back? A bit more vacation or not? Seems like a no now. Just scrolling through the menu slowly. LookitsME taking a jog around the island, waiting for Steven now, I think. Now they are trespassing again. Didn't get red though. No, they aren't. Limit testing. from where they are or aren't trespassing. The Gurari pointed out in Twitch chat that if the guard sees them, they are trespassing on the island. If not, they will not be. Which does make a lot of sense. Joats actually is loading in again. I am quite curious what they will be doing. Here comes Stephen Bradley for LookitsME. Joats is starting in the default start. I don't think this is going to be a serious attempt at the spin anymore. But, shall see. Ooh, they are changing. They are changing into the default suit. Getting on the bench chair. I believe it's waffle time for Joats now. As LookitsME might just be attempting this Steven falling object kill one last time. Throwing a coin is likely going to get the attention of that NPC to their right. Placing one could work out. Joats will beat Haven in 250. The coin toss of LookitsME did not achieve the desired result. Steven is still doing his healthy exercise. Jog around the island. Has not skipped leg day or once so far, but in a minute 30 seconds this is gonna be over anyways. But yeah, tough spin. Sadly, neither player could really, well, get their foot in the door for the spin. Troublesome Tyson kill, troublesome Steven kill. Guess Lit Miller might be the easiest one of the 3. Sadly, neither player has gotten that far into the spin. They are trying to attempt the Miller kill, and LookitsME has just ripped trespassing, or not trespassing, crime noticed. Carrying the guard, I believe at this point is fair to call. Match 30 seconds remaining. Joats replanning to a different suit. LookitsME already on the loading screen for Miami. And with that, there we have it. It is going to be a 1-1 tie coming into, or going into Miami. I will now very quickly restart my stream and disable the 30-second delay, so we can all chat with each other again in real time. You won't even notice this really, but we will just advance in time 30 seconds from now. So yeah, until right away. And here we are again. Here we are again now. Hopefully, this was basically flawless transition for you guys, as I just waited out the 30 seconds delay and then restarted my stream. We're back live now with map 2 for off the Joats vs LookitsME Roulette Rivals 16 Swiss round 5 match. Just saw a very tricky haven. Neither player could really get well, the fitting strat for it. So let's hope this Miami is gonna work out better for either of them. The lifetime performances of both of them, not promising so far though. 0-1 on Joats' end, 2 losses and a tie, versus LookitsME 0-4-0, 4 losses. Quickly, Joats' tie was back, all the way back in Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021 group stage match against Brain Fixer, where they had a timeout tie. Sierra Nox falling object makes a return from the Haven spin. Yeah, that was Joats' tie a couple years ago. They have played Miami in their round 3 match already against Fanium. This tournament was picked by Fanium at that point. Now it is picked by LookitsME. So yeah, maybe it seems like Miami might be a favorite pick against Joats, since neither of the players won Miami this far. Neither of them have a personal best. 4 minutes 17 is the world record though, by Janini, put up all the way in Roulette Rivals 13. That is... Now I'm doing math in my head right now. That's pretty much a year ago, I think. It was the first RR last year. It was RR 13, I believe. So that record lives quite a while already. 4 minutes 17. It was February 17th, 2024. So a bit over a year ago. It was Sniper Rifle as Aeon Mechanic for Sierra Nox and SMG Event Security for Robert Nox. Back in at that point, Sniper Rifle for Sierra Nox meant you could shoot the car, which is now a separate condition. Maybe it will come up here and we'll see a new record among these two players. Let's see what this upcoming spin it is. Sierra Nox consumed poison as an Aeon Mechanic and Robert Nox pistol as kitchen staff. Let's hope the players practice their disguises, know where to grab the Aeon Mechanic. To be perfectly fair, I do not recall it perfectly off the top of my head immediately. I would believe I would just go to the Aeon garage and try to get one there, and I think I would be successful at that. Sierra consumed poison. Well, not necessarily the easiest. There are, of course, the shots that you are poisoning. That's become the standard way of poisoning Sierra at the start of each spin at this point. But I actually I'm not sure what the trigger for that is precisely. There is the trophy, for sure, that you can use to poison Sierra. But to do so, you have to make her win the race, which of course is a possibility by sabotaging the Kowloon team. Joats has just done what I would have done as well, run into the Aeon garage and KO the Aeon mechanic. It's gonna drag him to safety even, or not. Not quite sure which direction safety is in. But I think he might just even be fine leaving him out here. Have him. Gonna clean the floor a little bit with him. Just drag him into every corner of the garage. LookitsME started as a Kowloon mechanic, and now can, well, from that starting location, easily go over to the Aeon garage, grab that disguise as well. Now I'm wondering what both of these players are going to do for the consumed poison option. I'm not sure if there are lots of other consumed poison opportunities. I shall quickly look at the wonderful resource, Roulette resources, or the wonderful YouTube channel rather. Quickly see as LookitsME has to restart. Drastic. I think got spotted by a crowd enforcer, if I spotted it correctly with the side of my eye. Are 2 videos for Sierra consumed, and I would imagine one of them is in the Kronstadt paddock. That's interesting. Both of them are actually about the Kronstadt paddock. That is interesting. Let's see what these players are gonna opt to do, though. LookitsME obtained the Aeon mechanic disguise again. Meanwhile, Joats has opted to switch into a race marshal. They might be looking to grab a kitchen staff now. Not sure for the safety of poisoning or just for the other part of the disguise. LookitsME again spotted by crowd enforcers. I believe this is a food vendor that Joats is equipping now, although that could also be, does look like a food vendor to me. Maybe that's what Joats is checking now as well. I believe that says a food vendor, and Joats is replanning and actually not changing anything, just restarting the long way around pretty much. I believe Joats was looking for a kitchen staff, thought that those are kitchen staffs, but they are in fact food vendors. Kitchen staff, I believe, is one of these 2 guys. One of them is a waiter, which 47 is wearing right now. The other, I believe, is a kitchen staff. is it even a unique disguise? Is that the only kitchen staff on the map? That's actually a pretty good option. Thanks to Twitch chat for pointing that out. There are not a lot of kitchen staffs on this map. LookitsME currently traversing the area, trying to avoid any sort of crowd enforcers, I believe, as they have caused them some troubles in their previous run. Joats, I did not see what they dropped by, I believe it was a blue egg, has obtained the kitchen staff now that they need for the Robert kill. They will be grabbing the keycard now, I believe, at their smuggle, get the Aeon mechanic again. I don't know which consumed poison either of these players are going for. Oh, LookitsME is found trespassing by the waiter behind the Kronstedt paddock, who's now just gotten a face full of crowbar and bullet shells. So that's another restart to them. Meanwhile, Joats on the hunt. Has gotten the Aeon mechanic and just KO'd and left him there. Quick check if you're trespassing. Quickly running in and out to see if anybody cares. I do wonder what Joats' option is, although Joats looks like they might just go for Robert first, judging by their pathing and everything. LookitsME, another attempt at traversing. Also watchful guards at the Miami International Street Circuit. I do believe they got more crowd enforcers around here. And so Hitman, back in Hitman 2, they could demonstrate the cool feature that you can now hide in crowds, which I believe was not a thing in Hitman 2016. Or at any of the 2016 maps, rather. Let's see, Joats is going for Robert first. Has shot the laptop and is hiding in this room waiting for Robert. He's still a fair bit away, but is gonna slowly make his way towards here now. LookitsME has decided to just watch the race for a little bit. They might want to get across the racetrack, or just get in there, which is sadly not really easy, or not. I mean, it's kind of easy, but knowing where you can go and can't go to these guys is not the easiest. Trespassing back here again. There's that one waiter which ripped him last time. As long as he's not actively running straight at him, he should be fine. Let's run past him instead now. And Joats' green guns kill on Robert Knox Pistol as kitchen staff. Now LookitsME is getting a big whoosh from the waiter. Aforementioned green guns trespassing, but I believe that it's just going to be server lag. I cannot imagine that he will stay green from that. That is interesting. I don't think I've seen something like that before, where the NPC was like fully looking at them for a while. They also have angry screamers hunting them now. It could be a valid option when, as soon as they are inside, go inside the view cone of one of those NPCs, that it goes immediately to red hunted combat anything. So let's see. Snow, that guard just saw him for sure, but Maybe he's actually calmed down and LookitsME has gotten away with the pistol kill. Joats has still not stopped the race or made any significant progress towards the Sierra kill. I have KO'd the Aeon mechanic, I believe, inside their garage. Which are they gonna go? Which are we gonna go now for? But yeah, still the question: which consumed poison both of these players are gonna go for? Just considering running through the Thwack garage. No, that was not Thwack, that was Kawoon, sorry. But in the end goes for the outside path. There was a lot more enforcers around here though. Let's see if we can get a bit of audio without commentary. The player's ends. Very, very silent, but at least a little bit of background noise. I'm not sure if you can even hear it at this point. LookitsME is looking for these race marshals. They are aware that they need to end, or, well, want to end the race. For the option, they have the option of disqualifying someone. I do not know which they have disqualified, but I would at least hope or assume it is, judging also by where they are and everything, that it was Moses Lee that they disqualified. So Sierra would go for the trophy now in a bit. Trespassing spotted by cameras. LookitsME. Bit of camera trouble and big whooshes, but they have made it through. In the meantime, I believe Joats is also walking towards the... I'm not even sure what this area is called. Trophy area. I believe this guard is not going to be pleased with them running in there, and Joats runs straight at them. That's a restart, a replan. He's gonna go for a modern lethal syringe, which worries me that they might go for the injection on Sierra, but I believe that does not count as a consumed poison, but actually an injected poison. Sierra, one of the few targets that are able to do a remote injected poison by doing the IV post-race on her. I'm not 100% on that, but there's something. IV counts as injected, yes. Thank you, Twitch chat, for verifying that for me. I am worried that Joats might go for that now, seeing as they swapped out the consumed poison to the needle. Sadly not allowed to tell them yet, as they have not done anything incorrectly this point. So let's see. Well, yes, map specific information, Miami. Poisoning the IV and using the medic as a proxy to kill Sierra Nox counts as an injected poison kill. So, well, we shall see what these players will be attempting. 15 minutes into Miami. Joats has, in his previous run, made significant progress. Gotten the Robert Knox kill. Done quite well, at least. Is now working on new strategies for Sierra, which are sadly doomed to fail, I believe. But we shall see. LookitsME is still in an 8-minute run, quite impressively. Has ended the race. Sierra is upstairs in the Kronstadt paddock. Going downstairs. You are not allowed up there, and it goes immediately red trespassing. There is a guard right there. Told him immediately to get out of here. And that's a big restart for LookitsME. 8 minutes to 0. So yeah, LookitsME can only do like realistically one of those runs again. They want to have a chance at finishing. Let's see. Joats is indeed going for the IV poison. And is figuring out that you need to probably end the race to get Sierra over there. As she's currently still in her car and just, well, running her name on the PA is not gonna very much, well, do a lot. The IV is counting as an injected poison, sadly, not an consumed poison. So sadly, this is not gonna be legal for Joats. It's waiting on the race to end. So they might be going for ending the race manually now. Luring some Joats doesn't have subtitles on, that's why I'm a bit confused sometimes. But we just heard Diana say Sierra's coming off the track anytime now. There she stopped in front of a garage. And the full assistant doctor just said it's gonna be delayed, but now 47. Ooh, I'm not sure if that counts as sexual harassment at the workplace. Mission story popped for Joats. That's what you like to see. Has the option of poisoning. There it is. It is a modern lethal syringe. Poisoned the IV. And even if they have the time to... Not even sure if you can switch disguises in time. Because I'm not sure how quickly the kill goes through once Sierra sits down and while you poison or put her on the IV. But either way, it is gonna be at least illegal on or incorrect on one out of two things, and might even be illegal on 2 out of 2. Depending if they can switch disguises in time or not. LookitsME back in a minute in game. Picked up the Aeon mechanic and currently playing one-handed. We can see by them not moving their camera. Could be drinking, eating waffles and different things with the other hand. Switching disguises now to the Aeon mechanic. I'm not sure, is the other doctor now gonna put put her on the IV, or does 47 need to do something? I do believe Joats is checking. There's a scary door opening with lots of bodies in that bathroom stall. Sierra sitting in the chair now. Joats switching disguises, hoping that she will just die outright in a second. LookitsME gets a body spotted after thrown a KO. .47 still talking to Sierra from the bathroom in a different disguise. No, I believe 47 needs to stand there and actively do the injection. Ooh, and this is gonna be interesting. Joats tranked the doctor to, well, get rid of her so he could run up as the Aeon mechanic and do the injection. The only issue is that Joats has not done the incorrect kill, so he can't even be told about that kill doesn't even work. He never pulled through with the kill. So Joats is gonna run another attempt with the IV, I believe. Switched to a race marshal now. At least thinking about it. Going back from the IV again. Maybe he's realized himself, or just thinks, well, that's not gonna work out anyways. 7 minutes on the clock. Marshal start with consumed poison now. It's making me hope for trophy strats again. I'm not sure which disguises are even allowed on the podium, to be fair. But yeah, these spins have not been treating our players well this match so far. Struggle bus all in all. More likely a race coordinator sounds like the type of guy who would be allowed on the podium. Mascot and event staff also sounds good. Mascot I think is actually allowed. Race coordinator as well, and that is a poison trophy for Joats. I believe Twitch chat said something about 7 minutes for this kill. So Joats technically still has the option of getting this in time. Has poisoned the trophy. Needs to get Sierra off the track anytime now. And, well, obtain the disguise. I believe that is going to be the easier things of the bunch. LookitsME also looking to disqualify someone from the race. Sadly, you don't really know which they disqualify, since that prompt isn't a hold, but more a press. Though I would imagine they are disqualifying Moses Lee. Let's see, Joats now. Bit of trouble. There is an enforcer race marshal around there. Body shots them. And if they are quickly enough, this could work out just fine for them. He's just following them down the panic. Let's see, Joats over here gonna end the race now. Disqualifying one of the drivers. There we have it. Waving the black and white flag. Not quite sure what kind of race signals they have over there in Miami. But that is apparently the signal for disqualification of a driver, which of course isn't going to be investigated by any of the race officials or anything. As long as one marshal waves that flag, the driver is out immediately and everyone thinks that they won. There is... Ooh, the ending of the race, I believe, has caused some NPCs to move, and Joats now has the issue of a race marshal blocking his path towards the Aeon mechanic and the kitchen staff. And Joats still managed to find a way inside the Kronstadt pit, though. Sierra walking out right there, followed by our mechanic, also a enforcer of course, and the camera also still around there. 3 minutes on the clock. I very much doubt that they can finish in time. It could work out for Joats, but it's gonna be real rough. I don't think, I think with the disguises, it's not gonna work out. Both are in this area and they still need to get up to Robert. They would really like bin it over to Robert now and get him. I think starting from here, if you like really rush for it, you can get Robert and exit in 3 minutes, but the Sierra kill still not done, and still not gonna be done for a solid minute. Robert comes to the trophy, that's good. Last thing Blonde's pointing out in chat, might make it a bit quicker, but I'm not sure if it's gonna make it 2:30 quicker. Joats is obtaining the kitchen staff. It's running for it, but now they have the issue that it can't be in both disguises at the same time. LookitsME is caught trespassing again as a waiter in the Kronstadt paddock. And that is the map ending rip for LookitsME. They are restarting, but with 2 minutes on the spin, I don't believe they have another chance at this. Joats still on his live run. Well, waiting for the Sierra kill. And I think Joats at this point also knows, with a minute left in the spin, this is not going to be done at either of them. Throwing the cleaver at the wall and seeing if it sticks. But no, Joats is exiting to menu. 48 seconds left on the spin. LookitsME barely in game as well. And yeah, that is going to be the 2-for-2 draw. Right about now, there we have it. 2-for-2, and up comes our next first random map, being Mendoza. Hopefully the spins get easier over time. I mean, we did see an improvement from Haven Island to Miami. Joats was able to get Robert, one target killed, other target close to being killed as well. But yeah, now on to Mendoza. Hopefully either player can get a map win here. Would be the first map win for either of them yet again. 0-0. Joats stats. No personal best. Obviously, no. No personal best since no win on Joats' end. Same on LookitsME end. 0-1 draw on Mendoza. That was actually earlier this tournament. Round 2 against BLW was a timeout draw. Loud Pistols Gaucho broadsword in as the suit. I've just forgotten the pronunciation of that word. So we shall see. Map record 2 minutes 59. That is how quick we could be done with this map. Moving on to the next. Map record put up by Moo 2 tournaments ago. I want to say last tournaments, but RR15, of course, the tournament before the World Championship. So already 2 tournaments ago. And yeah, 10 seconds to spin. Hopefully this is one where the players have less troubles with it. And let's see. Just loadout looking promising, though. It is going to be Don Archibald Yates with a remote explosive weapon as Corvo Black, and Tamara Vidal, Explosion Accident, as the waiter. This is not too terrible of a spin. I would argue Corvo Black is the toughest part about this. You can start as waiter, you can immediately get Tamara if you want to. You gotta go to the shrine for the propane, as Twitch chat has pointed out. But yeah, Joats also had the banana in the inventory for the quick Corvo Black isolation. But even if you don't do the quick one, still plenty of options to get it. Joats has 2 breaches in his inventory. Oh, I suppose one of them for Tamara for the explosion accident. LookitsME is immediately going for Corvo Black by using a blue egg on both him and the head of security. Oh no, not a blue egg. It is a durian. I would have wondered if it was a blue egg actually, since this does not. I don't believe just changing disguises in the middle there is gonna work out. Let's see. Joats looking up something. Well, LookitsME is gonna get Corvo Black. Now the only issue that I need to make sure that the head of security doesn't all of a sudden reroute to this toilet instead, which they do, of course. And they will start firing at them immediately. I believe LookitsME is not quite sure why that happened. I'm almost sure Joats looked up what the nearest propane is. But that's a restart for LookitsME. Head of security rerouted to the toilet where he was KOing Corvo Black in, therefore ripping his run. Waiter is allowed around here. Yeah, the shrine area. I did not actually know that. But Joats has obtained the propane and is running back and might just drive by Tamara at this point. They are in the correct disguise. And that would secure them 1 kill over the 2. Quite an easy one at that. Not sure if there are any NPCs. I'm not sure if Tamara is isolated enough for a drive-by. As, well, Diana's right beside her. No, now, I mean, she is quite isolating herself quite nicely. And with a large fireball, Tamara Vidal has exploded by accident. She now, of course, puts Corvo Black into a panic. But as soon as that calms down, Joats has a medic him. So as soon as that panic calms down, Corvo Black will make his way to a bathroom. Same as a LookitsME. Even though the head of security wasn't walking normally, he was still a medic and has just binned straight to the bathroom where Corvo Black was lying in. That's another restart for them. Joats is restarting as well, though. I am not sure what went wrong for Joats, as Corvo Black has just started making their way to a bathroom. Joats has another breacher. They have stashed one inside the in the mansion roof. Joats is actually going for, or at least trying to go for, the quick Corvo isolation. Places the banana just barely not in front enough. I'm not sure if Joats just wants to make this quicker, what his plan is. But this, of course, works. The banana's placed very far in front, and he's kind of bumping Corvo to get in there. But oh, prying eyes on left and right. But Joats has the correct idea for sure. LookitsME and just needs to fight toilet assignments of medic NPCs. Head of security going in first. Corvo going in the last bathroom stall. And now neither of them will reroute, of course. And LookitsME has acquired disguise for this spin. While Joats attempts to grab this disguise again. And Joats has successfully, just seen that, has successfully obtained the Don Yates, the disguise required for the Don Yates kill. Corvo Black. LookitsME just got spotted trespassing on the mansion ground. You cannot enter as Corvo. I do believe he's not allowed there at all. I'm not sure if you need to get frisked or not, but I don't think there's any way he's allowed up there. Joats using going in an unusual route to the top, climbing a little bit. His guards hopefully do not see him. And Don Yates is still on his balcony, is now moving downstairs together with his wife. Joats has, I'm imagining, 2 tranks in hand. 2 tranks, 3 NPCs and 1 target. Let's see, as both guards will also be following them, or is it a... it is a Seeker instead, and they are just gonna Seeker Dawn, which probably will lead him to go back up to the bathroom. And well, give Joats the option of an easy isolation up here. There is Joats' second breacher that he's gonna use for this Dawn kill. Here comes Dawn Yates. And that is the kill for Joats. Joats has managed to get both kills individually now in 2 separate runs. Let's hope this can be a run where he gets both in one. He's gonna obtain a waiter. Not a waiter. Well, I mean, in the long run, he has to obtain a waiter disguise now. For now, he's obtaining a mercenary disguise. Even hides the body, does well to do so, because his wife still alive and kicking. LookitsME. Around here is Corvo Black. And distracting guards. That's actually, no, that's the head of security, isn't it? I believe it is. Let's see, or is that just a regular... No, that's not a regular mercenary. That is head of security. LookitsME is currently, and Joats is just an irregular mercenary. So let's see. Joats has the propane needed. For the Tamara kill. Their disguise is still around somewhere. They can just technically easily change back into it. They could obtain a new one also if needed. Seems they are just gonna go for a new one. But Joats is very much looking like they might be able to finish this spin in the next couple of minutes. Here is Joats. Tamara still dangerously close to Diana. Might be waiting to get served some wine. There is another waiter who is investigating the distraction Joats has caused earlier. Seems as Tamara and Diana are still awaiting to get served some wine, maybe. As Diana wanted to get a glass of wine. Let's see. Joats now picking up every possible wine bottle in the vicinity to maybe get a chance at serving Diana and Tamara. Not quite sure. And that is, ooh, okay. Joats has had enough and might try long arming a Seeker onto her. In the meantime, Joats is... not Joats. LookitsME has prepared the Don Yates kill as the head of security. In the meantime, Joats has just exploded Tamara Vidal. Green Gun's looking at the floor, but I believe Diana was panicked by that, so I would very much assume she is not gonna teleport. Oh, she did! Huh. That is interesting. But Joats is done. In fact, we will quickly have to wait for, well, Joats to be on the rating screen. But are there any particular rules on Instagram guns while doing a drive-by? Well, if you do a drive-by and you fail it, you fail it. But there it is, Joats 5 stars SA. Gonna accept the run as I will be taken over as admin for this match now for our next map, which is gonna be Santa Fortuna. This could be our final map if Joats manages to win this one out right now. If it is not a Joats win, but a tie or a LookitsME win, we will see another map afterwards. Gonna put a short break in here, as I do need to take a quick break myself. So yeah, gonna be in mute for a minute or two and be right back for the next map of this match. Alright, I am back, we are back, everyone's back for this next map. Is Santa Fortuna of Joats versus LookitsME. Yeah, Santa Fortuna, one of the big 5 maps, just like Haven, which we had earlier this match. So the likeliness of a draw is there, but Joats has won here before, so the option of winning again is certainly given. Personal best of 19 minutes, not optimal of course, but definitely possible. Joats' last win, however, was all the way back in RWC 2021. In RWC 2022 he's drawn on Santa Fortuna, afterwards lost 3 times. The spin is here though. It is going to be Rico Delgado kitchen knife in the suit, with a no target pacification condition added on top of that. Jorge Franco consumed poison as the shaman, and Andrea Martinez electrocution as the coca field worker. All the bad things are making a return in this spin. We have a consumed poison again. We have a no target pacification again. We have an electrocution, which might not be the worst. Yeah, let's see how the players are gonna tackle this. It's not an easy spin for sure. I'm not quite sure of the options you have for Jorge consumed. I'm sure Twitch chat can tell me in just a second, but I'm also gonna quickly go on hitmaps.com and try to figure out what options we have for any sort of poisonings for Jorge Franco. And as far as I can see, none, of course. LookitsME. It's only the bus. Oh, I see. I see. The bus that is brought there by the hippie. You have to glue it back together, I believe. And then bring it to Jorge. And there's an option of poisoning it. But let's see. Joats off with a better start, I would guess. Main start going for Rico immediately. There are options for this. Distraction shots for Rico, not going where Joats wanted, a quick restart, but he has the idea for sure. So Joats has an idea about this kitchen knife suit spin for Rico Delgado. Shot, I think that hit this time. Did indeed. I'm not 100% on this strat myself. A quick whoosh, and now Rico is gonna go through here, and I think if you seeker him around here now, he will go towards the village to puke, I believe. double seekering even on Joats' end. Not quite sure if that was necessary, but certainly an option. He just needs to get back there pretty much and follow him out, KO him on the way. So yeah, Joats at least has an idea, as I've said before, of how to approach this spin. And yeah, electrocution. Not sure if there is a natural way to do that, but I think there's a water cooler. Oh yeah, there's a water cooler and a and a an outlet, I believe, in the meeting room. Let's look in. All right, you can't. I kind of forgot myself. You can't KO Rico, of course, as it is it has a no target pacification condition on there. Joat's trying to pick up that kitchen knife. The two NPCs in there, but gets spotted doing so. Let's see. Joats definitely has the idea about this, though. So let's see. LookitsME gets spotted. Stalking around the mansion. Joats sadly didn't get the shots off this time. Another restart for both players. Joats not going for mansion immediately this time. He might opt for second cycle Rico or something else entirely. Setting up Andrea first. Plenty of options. Yes, you're setting up consumed Hohe first. I'm not sure if you can do that remotely. That is an interesting pacification Joats just did. How he's just leaving that body there. I am very much assuming that that body is considered, that was considered an accident KO by the game. I'm not quite sure why he wants to go into that building, but I imagine there's something you require for the... Oh, there's a kitchen knife in there. Ah, that makes more sense. The Joats couldn't get the other one in good manner. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Exactly. In my mind, you need something to like put the yeah, you need glue to put the bus back together. I'm not exactly sure where the glue is. Thought that could have been in there. There's some in the village and some in the caves. Got 2 on the map. Let's see. Yeah, the mechanic shed and apparently there are some in the caves as well. Let's see. Joats currently going towards the construction worker compound. Probably makes me wonder if he... Oh, he could go hippie from here, I believe. Well, or just coca field, of course. Get the disguise coca field worker. But I do believe also there is a route, or the route is going towards the hippie area from here. Yeah, you can go through the caves towards the hippie, and that might just be Joats' choice for isolation for Rico. So that is quite an easy one and a safe one. Possible, suitable for all sorts of occasions. No target pacifications, trespassing disguises, everything all at once. One guard and the hippie whisperer himself blocking Joats' path right now. Eventually the hippie whisperer will leave, or you can just lure him in and KO him somewhere in there. LookitsME is moving through the mansion in the suit, trespassing, hostile area even, not just regular trespassing, but ultra trespassing. Going to the basement now. Interestingly not. There's a camera though there. Very, very big wishes. See by the cam grid. And Joats has triggered a target lockdown. I believe he doesn't even know himself for which target or where he's caused it. LookitsME has just sadly got spotted in the downstairs mansion area, got shot to death, and has to restart now. And Joats has initiated Hippo Lure. 47 is repeating his line over and over as he's running away and running towards Rico. Very interesting. This is the lure where you can't run away, and Joats has just demonstrated that. You do have to follow quite closely to Rico. Otherwise, he will become very suspicious of you, and that has caused red guns for Joats and a restart. So both players basically at square zero again. Joats changing up his strategy. Wants to get, or maybe wants to get the Andrea kill earlier now, or least set that up earlier. Has created a puddle, is gonna drop his taser into it. Just needs to get Andrea into it, of course. She will still take a little bit until she goes down there to the meeting room. Almost spotted because he still had his pistol in hand. But Joats is just going to use the meantime and get his kitchen knife again. The door is sadly closed again. Can run in quickly while the other guy runs out. Meantime, LookitsME got spotted on the villa grounds again. Another restart for them. 15 minutes into the spin. Joats has obtained the kitchen knife and will now set up Andrea. Her assistant is going for the puddle. Just needs to wait for the door to close, as does it. That assistant, I believe, is currently busy wiping up the puddle, and that is a target, a lockdown. As Andrea saw that, I think her guard came in together with her as well. So that's another restart. 13 minutes, although I believe is still plenty enough time to finish the spin eventually. It's nearly a 30-minute map delay. Stream delay wouldn't really help you guys since, well, you'd still have to wait 13 minutes before I could tell you the result. Add long at most. Maybe we'll have a result earlier than that. So plenty of options. That guard is running faster than I've ever seen any Hitman guard run, honestly. He was zooming out of there. Oh, and Joats gets spotted trespassing by the other guard. Not guard, but inhabitant of that house. Not exactly how Joats imagined that attempt of his was gonna go. So back to the drawing board. Let's LookitsME. Also get spotted. The mansion grounds are secured quite well. LookitsME is doing a thorough security analysis, trying to find weaknesses in Rico Delgado's private security. But so far they are doing their job very, very well. So let's see. Guy running out, Joats running in, grabbing the kitchen knife. A great success. Now Joats will move on, setting up Andrea, or at least waiting to set up Andrea in a little bit. Let's see. LookitsME sticking with the strat. running into Rico's mansion and immediately, or well, trying to get him down as quickly as possible. Andrea moving downstairs for Joats now. So he can supposedly set up that kill in another minute or two. And then likely will make his way back to the, the construction worker area, the hippo area, then in extension to that, the coca field area, to get the disguise for the Andrea kill. KO on Andrea's assistant, KO on Andrea herself. It's gonna warrant red guns for the rest of Jones's run. But trust that that will not cause any troubles. LookitsME gets spotted by wandering housemaids again. Joats quickly wants to take care of cameras, I suppose, before leaving Andrea's compound. Does know of the dangers that this holds. Aim, close door, and sneak past the window. Should be fine. He's even gonna do it super safe and wait there for a couple of seconds. I mean, currently he has no way of knowing whether he got red guns or not, as they are gonna always be red. Just under 9 minutes remaining for this spin. Joats very well in the lead. 1 kill setup. And on his way to the next one. LookitsME is actually using no, he's not going a different path. He's just not playing one-handed again. Which I can't blame. Done that at some points as well. So LookitsME sticking with their strategy so far. Learning new things about the layout of the mansion, I hope. Which guards are more aggressive than others. This housemaid is really troubling LookitsME though. I think he got spotted by that housemaid a good 2, 3, 4 times now at this point. So it's another restart for them. Joats on the other hand. Back near the hippo area. Andrea set up. Attempt number 2 on the Rico kill. This would have worked out previously if it wasn't for Joats being a little bit impatient. Guess the correct word for it. Running away from Rico during the lure, and LookitsME does have a silenced pistol in his inventory. Not using it to its full extent currently. Some well-placed distraction shots might be enough to allow him to pass this area, like Joats is using right now. 1 distraction shot for Hippo Whisperer. It's not gonna get him out of sight for this guy. Oh, Joats now with a possible peekaboo though. Not really working out, as the Hippo Whisperer isn't... Oh, frontal KO, and that's gonna be heard by the hippo, the guard of the Hippo Whisperer. And that is Joats giving up the spin. 5 minutes 30 left on the clock. Fair to assume cannot finish the spin in time. LookitsME has managed to get through that housemaid for once. Tries to enter the basement now. This time he knows that there's a camera right in front of him. He's using all the coins that he has pretty much to be able to get down here. And is hiding in a box for now. Not entirely sure what he is waiting on. Although I do also not know Rico's full cycle. Or if there is gonna be someone coming in and or out of this staff only room. Just under 4 minutes left on the spin. LookitsME has little time to achieve anything towards the completion of this spin, but I do want to give them the chance of playing this attempt out as much as they want. Not sure if they are actually waiting for anything or if they're just waiting there. They are gonna run in. That is gonna be crime spotted. And well, at this point I think it is fair to call a draw. 3 minutes without either player. Joats has already given up, as we can see. And LookitsME with this rip is not gonna be able to finish this in time either. So Santa Fortuna will end in a draw. And we will move on to map 5, which is not shown on the overlay anymore for whatever reason, but I can very much assure you it is there and it is going to come a couple of minutes. It is Hokkaido. One last spin in this match. If Joats wins this, or it's a draw, another one, sure as hell hope not. But of course the option is there. This is a Joats win or a draw. Joats will win the match 7-3 or 6-4. If this is a LookitsME win, it's gonna be a match draw 5-5. But looking at the stats at least, Joats sure as hell looks like you could finish a spin on Hokkaido. 2-0-0, not lost so far. 8 minutes 38, not the quickest of Hokkaido's. That is currently done by InForFun. This very tournament's 2 minutes 27 seconds, but 8 minutes not too shabby either. It also only was 3 years ago. RRWC 2022 group stage match, and all the way back in RR1, so Joats' Hokkaido experience is a little bit away, but they have the options. InForFun is ready to concede the map record to LookitsME. If required, we will do a full trophy celebration, should that be the case, because that would also be the first map win of LookitsME. Currently sitting on 0 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. So at least they have played Hokkaido a couple of times. Have played it in 3 out of the 4 previous rounds to this, actually. Was twice picked by their opponent and once spun randomly in round 1. But let's see. Joats is practicing his skills as we speak. Nice little gondola isolation. It might have been hurt, but no, it was actually fine. And here we have it. It is Eric Soder's robot arms as a surgeon, Yuki Yamazaki SMG as the hospital director. Not the easiest, but also not terribly hard. The disguises are the hardest part about this. Both hospital director and surgeon, kind of things you want to get straight at the start, but from very 2 different starts. LookitsME is starting as a surgeon. Sadly has to end at the blending in a bit too quickly. And yeah, you basically have the option of going for either target first. Either you start as a surgeon, as both of these players I think are doing right now. Yes, they are. Going for the robot arms kill immediately. Or start as in, for example, restaurant. Get the hospital director straight at the start. LookitsME has restarted. Joats picked up a screwdriver, is making their way to the top floor. Joats is sabotaging the defibrillator. This is electrocution, not robot arms. But depending what they are actually doing for it. Joats might have switched up the kills on Sodas there. At least a little bit. And is replanning. Yuki, Gondola, Soda, Sauna. Exactly, those are the strats. LookitsME has the correct kill for Sodas figured out, though. Sabotaging in the mainframe. That's the way to go. You can see by the helpful speech bubble that the computer is currently talking. 3, 1, 4, 2. Can we remember that? Let's see. 3, 1. What comes next, Twitch chat? That's right. 4. And then the last thing is the 2. And we see the red console, and LookitsME in the lead, stabbing Eric Soders painfully to death. That is a lot of blood coming out of that now very much dead body. Patient unresponsive. I think that doesn't surprise anybody, judging by what he just had to witness. Joats is overcharging the defibrillator. That itself is not gonna do anything. Joats having a bit of a think as LookitsME is replanning. Might have forgotten their SMG. Or a way of getting the hospital director. We start Joats a bit too impatient. And skipped right away. I would probably have played the spin the other way around. Although grabbing a surgeon, if you're not starting in it, is not the easiest path. I think Joats has figured out the correct way of getting robot arms kill now. Now has realized he needs some key hackers. I'm sure LookitsME has a perfect plan for the hospital director already. It's just not shown us yet. This is going to be new strategies discovered by these players. I didn't even look at the order for LookitsME. Hopefully they remember it. That was the wrong one, I can tell you that much. Now we get another chance. 2, 3, 1, 4. Let's see, Joats. Let's see if you remember how this minigame works. 2, 3, 1. Wait, was it the same for both players just now? 2, 3, 1, 4, I think. But there we have it. LookitsME getting the kill. Seeded speedrun indeed. And Joats has gotten this as well now. Skipping the cutscene. You can hear the painful assault on Sodas right now. Both players on a 1 kill. Just a second. Both need to grab the hospital director now though. And the hospital director will now make their way towards the hospital area, as he's going to be paged in by Kai, I believe. The AI that has also now just killed Soders painfully. Joats picked up his SMG. I was hoping that that smuggle was an SMG, since he didn't have one in his inventory till now. LookitsME. Yes, now we're gonna find out that the hospital director is not here anymore. He is making his way, or has made his way towards the hospital area for sure now. Believe he can also just... Oh no, is he on the stairs? He is indeed. I have no idea about the the route of the hospital director, but both of these players have found him outside on the bridge. Both players using the durian to get him to a bathroom. So both players have a good shot at getting the hospital director in a second. Joats, by the looks of things, is now going to increase the sauna temperature. So those two folks in the sauna are going to leave in a second, and Yuki instead is going to enter. We see her making her way to the sauna now. She has a little bit, or they have a little bit of time before Yuki is fully there. Now giving Joats the time he needs to grab hospital director, hopefully. He's looking around for him. Did already see him, there it is. He was frantically searching where the hospital director is, puking right now. LookitsME running to sauna. Yuki's in here. Not sure if they have anything for her guard. Only the SMG. That is Yuki running away again. Talking to Yuki as the hospital director. I'm not actually sure what triggers that, or what that triggers. Yuki is now escorting the hospital director somewhere. I do not know where this will lead them. To the gondola is what Twitch chat is saying. The bridge was what my guess would have been as well. Joats on the other side just killed her inside the sauna, just needs to get out of there right away, and this map win might just be all his. There is Joats out. You need to wait real quick for the photo finish window to expire. So LookitsME technically still has a chance to get inside the photo finish window, but Yuki Yamazaki is actually just running way, way too slowly. Couple seconds longer. And LookitsME would have had a chance of winning this, but sadly a photo finish window has expired just now. And that is gonna be a Joats 7-3 victory of the map at the match. Very, very nicely done. Yeah, very convincing win here in Hokkaido. After a bit of initial struggles, Joats managed to figure it out. Let's see where that puts our two players in the standings. Let's quickly see if these are up to date. They are indeed. Joats in 23rd position on 2 points. 2.4 Buchholz score, negative 2.5 differential. Or differential, whatever. LookitsME is gonna be somewhere in the 1 point area. There he is eliminated by this point. Can't make it to the knockout stage anymore. Lots of these players actually can't make it there anymore. But LookitsME is one of them. It is very much for sure. Sadly, sadly don't get more points in the standings if you win a match with 7 instead of 6 points. Maybe we can figure something out for next tournament in that case. Anyways, we do have some other matches upcoming. Actually, the next one is in 3 hours and a bit. I thought there was one at midnight tonight. I know that got rescheduled to tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, next match is in 3 hours and a bit. Almost closer to 4 hours. Challenge Joint versus Bedazzle on Mendoza and Marrakesh. No caster yet, although I'm not sure. I think we have one. Might just not assigned yet. So yeah, more matches tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be quite a busy day, as we can see. 12, 17, 17, 18, 20, 20, and 16 additional matches. Not all of them are tomorrow, but some of them will for sure be. Good. At this point, I think all I've left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Thanks to Reaper for adminning at least the start of this match for us. And thanks to Joats and LookitsME for participating in this tournament. Congratulations to Joats for winning this match, and best of luck to both of them for the 6th round of the Swiss stage. And yeah, thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope to see you soon in another Good Rivals cast. Thank you and goodbye.